Tonight we're on Manhattan's East Side, 49th Street between 2nd and 3rd Avenues, and we're having dinner with a man who is a superstar on every continent. He's a singer who's performed live to a worldwide television audience of a billion. He's the king of opera, the romantic hero from Spain, Plácido Domingo. Plácido will perform this year in front of the Eiffel Tower, uniting with Luciano Pavarotti and Jose Carreras, the fabled three tenors at the World Cup in 1997 to showcase Spanish food that reflects both his family's longtime recipes and his international tastes. So join me at the corner table and meet Plácido Domingo, that lusty Latin lover, macho, opera superstar. But can he make paella? Let's see. Welcome to the corner table, and thank you for having us at Domingo, Mr. Plácido Domingo.
It's my pleasure.
Wow, it's our pleasure.
Thank you.
And to your immediate health, and particularly the health of your vocal cords.
Salute.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, I want to try the paella. And what do you have there, sir?
I'm having just a, it's a combination of let's say especially a kind of a nouvelle cuisine from Spain. This is, let's say that this is a traditional,
the paella,
traditional cuisine from Spain, and this could be a little bit more sophisticated tapas, kind of tapas.
I want to ask you this. Why is it in Spain, it's about 11 o'clock at night, and you're just falling asleep, and your friends come and wake you up and say, no, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and what shall I have for dessert? Why is that?
Well, I think that the life goes a little later then. But you know, we are much better now.
Really?
Much better. Really. I remember then before, you used to go to a restaurant at 8:30 or 9 o'clock and they will laugh at you.
They wouldn't even open the door for you.
Yes,
right.
today you can go. But people, you know, they live late, and so they like to eat late.
There's a siesta involved, though, right?
Yeah. It is the siesta involved. It is most of the time the first meal, you know, the lunch meal
starts about.
It starts sometimes 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Right.
So the dinner has to go also late.
Now, Plácido's often kept late after performances, and he's in the Guinness Book of World Records for the world's longest curtain call.
77 minutes, 83 curtain calls in Vienna.
Unbelievable, enthusiastic. And when they finish, you finish the performance, and sometimes it's longer than the applause of two of the acts, you know.
What that it makes women melt. What does this feel like to have this property?
Well, I tell you, I don't know. I was born with a voice, and of course I have improved, you know. I am able to express through the voice the deepest feelings, you know, and you can transmit to people. How can you arrive to the heart of people and really move their feelings by what you are saying, you know?
I asked Plácido to recall a particularly emotional demonstration by his fans.
After a performance of Mask Ball, I remember I was singing, and then I signed autographs, and then I finally came down to greet the public that were not able to be later. They were crying and shaking after the Mask Ball performance. And I just said, I was getting so emotional, you know, because I said, you know, I mean, this is unbelievable. And they keep saying, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
And what about the combined effect of Domingo, Pavarotti, and Carreras, the three tenors?
The end of most of your performances has ended with Nesso Dorma, when the three of you in unison hit a high B. What does it feel like to have an ocean of people in front of you, to be standing with these other voices and in unison send that power breathing out over them? Can you describe that feeling?
It is out of this world, you know, to see that you are able to move all that people, you know. I mean, 50, 60,000 in a stadium.
400,000 in Central Park, and you perform.
And when you have all the people across the world, on television, you know, you have, you know, millions and millions of people. It's really a great, really thrilling moment for us. And I'm very thrilled to hear to my two colleagues. And so I can understand, and the public is thrilled.
There is. It's like a singing competition in a way. Is that not true?
It is
a bit of that.
It is what do you call it? Friendly.
No.
It's anything you can do, I can do better.
Oh, there's a song. There's
anything you can do, I can do better.
I can do anything
better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
You can. I'm sure you can.
When we are singing the three, that's it. You know, one of those phrases. See, you did that phrase, so now you hear this one. So, and now okay, you hear that one, so now you hear this one. And it is a.
I mean, there's so much athleticism involved in singing, which
yes.
the public frequently is not aware of what it really is, singer, popular or opera singer. But I was wondering, this is hypothetical now, if there were an eating contest among the three tenors. Now, what might happen? Now, I thought about this. Too ahead by eating too fast, but then fading. Then it's you and Pavarotti, and they're bringing on the plates. I see Pavarotti eating but talking too much. You're sort of listening and eating, and slowly Pavarotti kind of fills up, and unexpectedly you cross the finish line. Now that's my interpretation of the three tenors eating contest. What would really happen if there was an eating contest with the three tenors?
Well, I think, I honestly believe that Luciano will beat us. Absolutely, because he's a good eater. This is very Spanish. It's called the rondalla otunos.
Welcome back to our corner table with opera great Placido Domingo at his restaurant Domingo in Manhattan.
I'm melting.
Placido took time to show me around.
So I'm told that every aspect of the restaurant reflects some personal touch of both you and your wife. Is that correct?
Yes, especially her, you know, because of course, ladies, they have a better hand than
I mean, the silverware, the plates, the total
plates, and the decoration and so on, which we are still changing.
Downstairs, they've created a more casual dining area with a small tapas bar. But hold on to your wine glass if one of the waiters bursts into song. Placido is opening a lunchtime cafe in the spacious courtyard adjacent to the restaurant.
You know, this kind of buildings in New York, which I think is fantastic. You know, the open space, the open space, so people can come and.
And now, how about the piano? Do you?
That will be wonderful for a party. Yes, that will be. If one of these nights maybe we have a big party, we can use it. Yeah?
That'll be good.
But, yes.
Well, I'll be ready. I'll be ready to perform. You know.
You'll be ready for a blue moon or for a moon. I'm crossing you in style someday. Okay, very good. Have a good duet, eh? I'm going to say to Luciano and to Jose that we have a fourth tenor here.
A fourth tenor? Where is he?
You.
I'm the light baritone.
Okay.
Thank you. That was fun.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, now that we sang for our supper...
What do you avoid doing to keep your voice in the shape it needs to be?
Basically, the thing that makes you more tired is to overtalk.
I am guilty of that sometimes.
No,
it happens to me.
Not today. But you know, well, singing is really not good. It's really not good. You know, if the best thing for you, if you have an important premiere, it will be to vocalize a little bit more, and then just get dressed. And in the last minutes, just I pray to Santa Cecilia of the throne, and I pray to them, and I hope to have a good one, and then I go.
And then have you ever walked on stage afraid, fear, with vocal insecurity?
Because you learn and you know across the years, with being afraid, fear every day.
Even at this stage?
Every day. I mean, you cannot, I don't remember any performance in my life which I can say, you know, just before going out,
you were calm.
I don't have, you know, I'm not afraid. Of course I'm afraid, but it is respecting, it's working out, then you relax.
Take a deep breath.
But God forbid if it's not working out.
But why do the tenors always seem to get the girls?
And the girls, if they prefer tenors, I tell you why.
That's what I want to know. Why do the tenors always get the girls?
Well, only on the stage.
On the stage.
Only on the stage. Because on the stage, we are the most of the time. But out of the stage, most of the time, the baritones get it, you know, because the baritone, they don't have to worry so much about the voice and the basses. So.
But I read someplace that Jose Carrera said that he thinks that sex is good for his voice.
Sex is good for his voice, good for him. I think that it's just normal life, you know.
Yeah.
I think that it is like everything, you know. If you are having any job that you do,
right?
If you are having a late night, rather than late night, early morning in the morning,
you're not going to be at your best.
And then you go to work, you're not going to be your best.
Fried milk.
And it is actually fried milk. That's what it is, but it is delicious with
it looks good to me.
A little bit of watermelon, an orange juice, and some, well, the tea is not in the refrigerator. That's what I have.
Not a lot of supplies. You don't, I guess when you own a restaurant, you don't need a lot of supplies.
We come to eat here, you know. And lunch I have it at the Metropolitan because I'm working the whole day there rehearsing. So for dinner we come here.
So small supplies in the refrigerator. Now let's go back to Mexico City when you were 12 years old, 11 or 12 years old. Your parents are performers. What was a typical evening dinner like at home? Tell us what the scene was like.
I can describe you the most, let's say, traditional meal for us. It was no really dinner, because in Mexico City, you know, the altitude is quite high.
Yeah.
And in Mexico City, people very rarely have dinner.
Or soufflés.
Yeah, they have a very, very light meal, but very, very light meal. In fact,
why is that?
Because of the altitude.
They don't want to
say
eat
that it's
too
not
much
good.
at night.
That it's not good to eat before going to bed. But the traditional meal for us, it was the Sunday afternoons.
What was that like?
Because the fact that my mother was performing, and they have 3 performances, one at 4:30, the second one at 7:30, and the third one at 10:30 in the evening. She will cook for the family and for friends. We will go around the table, and we will have, of course, most of the Sundays we will have a paella, and we will have some croquetas, and we will have the bacalao.
Which you have?
Yeah, yes.
It's a family recipe. In a way.
Yes, and we will have rice pudding for dessert, and we'll have flan for dessert. We will have, and that was unbelievable that my mother was doing all that, and after with my aunt also, both together, and then she and my father, they went to perform. I cannot imagine how they were able to do that, but they did it.
But they're wonderful, happy memories for you of those
Absolutely.
Sundays. Now, here's, I think, for a world-traveled man like yourself, I'm really interested in your answer to this. If we could beam you up, like Star Trek, you know, and beam you down anywhere else in the world for dinner tonight,
I would love to be having dinner in any place in the old part of Madrid.
We could come back, and I hope we could, to this table here in your restaurant in 10 years. 10 years of your life, my life, all of our lives has gone by. What would you like to be able to say about that 10-year period then?
I hope that in 10 years period, I already will be talking about the years that I had singing.
10 good years of singing.
Yes, then I will be a successful conductor, and then I will be a director of the theater than I might be in those days. And then I will be also successful, and I will be able to be creative, and then I will be able to see young people coming out, you know, really great singers. And I hope that I could be with all my family, and we will be really happy and just remembering a wonderful and really a blessing that I have had as a career.
And good health to that. Well,
and let's hope that, as you said, it's here and the restaurant is going on.
And
well.
When we're still rolling.
Thank you.
Good. I would like to close every program by asking you to if you will, raise a glass and offer a toast to our viewers, so whatever you would like.
Toast to the viewers?
Yes.
Just happiness, peace, you know, which is very, very important. Let's see if we can accomplish to be in peace by the century, by the 21st century. You know, it will be wonderful if we can encourage every country to say
Peace and
salud.
good health to you, Maestro
Good health.
Placido Domingo. Thank you very much.
Sweet cherry.
Can I have
It's a
another,
sweet cherry.
please?
Yeah, it is
Very good.
You know?
I think I made a new friend.
This is delicious, no? It is for the dessert.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Very much.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure. Something I'll always